Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is my anticipated releases for October. Some of these have already come out because I am filming on the 3rd, but it doesn't matter, I go by calendar month. These are my anticipated releases. These are ones that I am actively interested in picking up when they come out. So let's start with October 1st. Fear and Other Love Languages by Aveda came out. I actually did already read this one. It's the only one that I've read. It is an erotic horror novella between a non-binary human, a female nightmare, and a male night terror. And it's creepy and very interesting, very smutty. I was into it. There is a content warning for a boss who is guilty of sexual misconduct and trying to pressure people into things, so be aware of that. That does get dealt with. There's a very satisfying ending to this novella. I enjoyed it. I was scared to try but it worked. It wasn't too terrible. I feel like it might depend on what creeps you out, but it wasn't too creepy. I felt like it was a good level between scary and smutty. Also on October 1st, No Getting Ogre You, which is a really cute title, by Marie Lipscomb and ML Eliza, came out. This is a human falls into an ogre's den basically, and I think he's like a cinnamon roll ogre, and it sounds really cute. I do have it downloaded. I'm excited to read it. They can't communicate, and he's a gentle giant and all the things, and I'm ready. Then on October 5th, Chained Hands, which is Chained Hearts Duet #1 by TL Smith, comes out. I got this from Romantic Deception on Instagram. She had it in her stories and I was like, ooh, what is this? This sounds good. So her husband sells her to a mafia boss at a sex club. I mentioned this recently, but I really like this trope when like the main character gets sold to the mafia. I like for it to be by their significant other versus dad or brother or any other relation. I like when it's like the person that was supposed to love them sells them to the bad person ends up being the best thing that ever happened to them. Now in this synopsis it does say, you know, he's very interested in her, fascinated. It's too bad he has to kill her, so I'm very curious. Then on October 8th, Bad Alpha, which is Sweet Omegaverse #4 by Kathryn comes out. This is a female alpha and a male omega, and also I think maybe some other alphas or betas are involved because this does tend to be polyamorous reverse harem in this series that she has. Actually, all of hers are polyamorous reverse harem. I don't think she has any like standalone couple. She's a hit woman and he's her mark. And he, I think, is trying to get her into him to save him, not realizing she's the one that he needs saved from. But I think he's trying to get protection. I really like Kathryn's writing, and I've enjoyed this series. Female alphas aren't always really my thing. I kind of like the male domination in the bedroom, at least, vibe more for me personally, but I am looking forward to it. Then October 15th, Elusive Wishes by Chace Verity is coming out. This is a non-binary fantasy romance. I think both characters are non-binary and is best friends to lovers, and it is a Snow White retelling. The couple of novellas that I've read by Chace Verity I have really enjoyed, and so I'm looking forward to this. Then October 16th, The Psycho, which is a dark new adult stalker romance by Nikki J. Summers, is coming out. I saw this on Goodreads. I don't know anything about the author. I've never read anything by them before. Not recommended by anybody, so you know, it's just something that sounded interesting to me. A lot of times those do kind of end up being DNFs, but sometimes they end up being amazing, so we'll see. I'm interested in this one because he's obsessed with her and is giving her all sorts of tests and she's acing them and is his match, and that dark kind of dynamic where the hero is obsessed and isn't trying to harm the heroine but is also still maybe not nice to them but is obsessed with them. That's a dynamic I really like. I filmed so many things today. Then on October 20th, There Are No Saints, which is Sinner's Duet #1 by Sophie Lark, comes out. This is a new adult serial killer, I think. Love triangle duet. Naima from Naima Reads shared this on her stories on Instagram, and I was like, ooh, this might be my first Sophie Lark. It looks really good. I don't think it's connected to any of her other books, and I'm very, very interested. It's new adult. Yes. Then on October 21st, Bad Medicine by Katie Robichaux is coming out, and this is, I think, a doctor hitman mafia assassin. I believe that there is content warning for domestic violence. I think that she is running from her husband who was abusive towards her, and he's the one that her husband has hired to kill her instead of letting her out of the game. Katie Robichaux writes a lot of BDSM books, so I think that that is an element in this. Yeah, I'm interested. I am interested. And then some that I don't have dates for. Christina C has an Untitled book coming, which will be related to her Vegas series. So One More Time, Ante Up, the Rose series, which I haven't read yet, but it's connected to all of those. And truly, I have been wronged. I don't understand why I can't say the titles of my favorite series. I know these books. Maybe next time, maybe One More Time, maybe this time, but not in that order. Switch the last two. I love them so much, and the way I struggle with the titles for no reason. No reason. I don't understand. In fact, I had even messaged the author, which is Christina C. and was like, you know, I love this book. This is my favorite. And so then while I was editing this and saw how badly I kept butchering the title, I was like, please God, let me have said the right title when I messaged her. And I went and checked, and I did. So thank you. Thank you to all the higher powers, because that would have been awful to be like, I loved your book so much and I didn't get the title right. But that's my video. So know that that's just my brain messing up. It has nothing to do with the recommendation. Everybody knows I'm obsessed with One More Night. One More Time. It's One More Time. It's Biggest Nights, #1. I'm obsessed with that, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I love Christina C. obviously. And then also, I don't know what date, but Alexandria House has Technical, which is Cyclones #2 coming out. The first book in the series it ripped my heart out. It was so sad. It was so heavy. She did what she set out to do. Like, she wrote it incredibly well, but it was sad. So I asked her, I was like, is this gonna be as sad as the first one? And she was like, no, a completely different story. So I'm hoping to not cry on this one, but I'm really looking forward to it. The Cyclones are her NBA team that she has in her world with the McLean brother and all of the other series. All of her books are kind of slightly interconnected, side characters, cousin, you know, all of this. And I'm looking forward to it very much. I have no idea who it follows, what tropes it uses, any of the things for either one of those, but I love the authors and I know that I want their next book. So there you go. That's it. That's all the ones that I did. I might insert a clip with Jessica Gaziella's because I forgot to message her. So there's that. Hi, so I got a message from Jessica Gaziella, and in October we are getting The Executioner, which will be number 10? 11? Number 10? Number 11, I think, in the Professional series, and it is about Bellamy. I'm gonna go with Bellamy. I've been waiting for his story so much. Professionals, this is my favorite Jessica Gaziella series. This is the only one that I've read all of the books that are out in it as soon as they've come out, or as soon as I found her work. So it's the only one that I'm completely current on, and I just love this series. And so this guy, I don't know his backstory. He's rich, if I'm thinking right. He's rich, but also like he needs to kill people. And so that is his role in the Fixer organization, and most of the time they really don't have to kill people, but when they do, it's him, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I was not on my game, but it doesn't matter. These are the ones that I'm looking forward to, that I will probably pick up as soon as they come out, that I think sound really good. So let me know any October releases that you have that you're excited about. And again, I'll just let you know, I do share books that come out that I'm excited about on my Instagram stories. It's Hia Booktubes, and that's that. So that's kind of where I update throughout the month. But thanks so much for watching. Bye!